Welcome back. Now we have added two target. One is the sun target and the other is the house target. And now we are going to work with the third image, the ship target. So here we are going to add two objects here. One is the ship, and we want to show that ship moves in water for the children. So we are going to add a water effect, and on the water, like a sea, and on the water the ship will be floating. So to do this, now let us come back to Unity. And in Unity, to start with, come to AR camera, and now we have to create a new image target. We have created two image targets already, sun and house. So come back to AR camera, and here come to game object, and in Vuforia engine choose image target. Name this new image target here as select this ship, S capital, S ship, I capital, image, T capital, target. So we have named it as ship image target. See that its position is 0, 0, 0, and type we shall set it to from database, and in database choose AR book database, and now in images we have to choose the ship image. So once we choose the ship image, you can see the image is created, but what's happening is this ship image target is at the same position as the sun, so it's not clearly visible. So what we are now going to do is, so to move this, select the move tool here, and with the move tool selected, along the Z axis type -5. So now you can see the ship image is placed over here. So see that it is oriented correctly. So this is the ship image now. So we have added the ship target, and our next mission is, first we shall add a water prefab. That is, we want to add a sea type effect over here. So to add this water object, what we are now going to do is, now come to assets here, and in assets you have the standard assets, open standard assets, and in standard assets you have environment, and in environment we have water. So double click water to open, and in it we have water and water for two folders. So here open water 4, and in water 4 you can see various folders. Here you have a prefabs folder, double click to open it, and here we see two water objects. One is water advanced for advanced prefab, and another is water for simple prefab. Select this water for advanced prefab and just drag it on this ship image target. So now this water for advanced child of ship image target. And now we can see, as soon as we added water for advanced, another object, water for advanced reflections camera, is added at the bottom. Okay, so select this and drag this and make this also the child of ship image object. So after this, we have successfully added the water object, and you can see here the water object, it is right now at 0, 0, 0, and if we see the ship image target, okay, so now let us move this water target little to the top so that it is above our target area. So let us move it little to the top like this. So along the y axis, let us move it by around 1 unit. So let us move it by around 1 unit. So now we have the sea, but this sea is too big for us. So let us scale this sea down. So let it set its scale to 0.3 along x, 0.3 along y, and 0.3 along z. Okay. So now we have scaled it down. So we have this water target added. So the next thing we want to add after adding this water target is, we want to add a ship. To add the ship, let us now come back to the asset store. So if we come back to the asset store, again in the asset store, see that you are logged in into your account, and here in search window type ship, and click on the search button. And one thing here is, come to pricing here, open pricing, and click on free assets. And now if you scroll down, you will see various ship objects available here. So here we see big sloop sailing ship. We have a ship image here. So let us select this shape. So after selecting this shape, now we will click the download button. So once you click the download button, this entire package will be imported, and you can see here the size is slightly more. This is around 14.4 MB. But when you are using, you try to use simple objects, because we are working on augmented reality. It is always better to use low poly tools. But actually here the low poly ships are not available. You can actually search and open every model and see the size. Okay, you have another fishing boat whose size is in below 1 MB, but that looks very primitive. It's not a good model. Hence either you can use this model, or you can use that primitive ship model, which is just around 140 kilobytes. Okay, so right now let us use this, and again in this case, if you have your account, this will be added into your account. But right now what we want is, we want this ship. What has been done is, this model has already been downloaded, and here I will show how you can directly import that package. This model is uploaded into your resources folder. So you can just download that and come to assets here, import package, and choose custom package. Now if you come to your resources folder here, you have one new that is package available here, ship unity package. So select this ship unity package and click open, and it will ask for resources to be imported. Select all and click import. So once you click import, the entire asset will be imported into your project. So after importing our ship resource over here, come back to scene window here, and now in your assets, if you come to your assets folder, you have a new folder created here, USSC Bing Sloop. Double click this folder, and in this folder you have two ship models here, 1 and 2. Okay, so you can select any of the one ship model over here. Okay, open this AR cameras, open this ship image target, and now select any one of this model and drag this model over this ship image target, so that the ship model is the child of ship image target. So now you can see the ship, but this ship is very huge. You can see here it's very big, and it's going too much below the water. So what we can now do is, with the ship model selected, okay, so it has a big name. Let us name this simple as ship. Okay, so after naming it as ship, let us move it along the y-axis by 0.1, or even we can move it by 0.5. Okay, so that it is just above the water, or still we can move it by 1. Okay, so let us move it by 1, so it is just above the water level. And the next thing is the scale. We are seeing this ship to be very big. Let us scale it down to 0.1, 0.1 and 0.1. So we made this ship smaller. So now let us see it in reference to our target image. We are not seeing the target image. So come to this water advanced, for advanced, and switch it off. Switching it off, now you can see the target, and compared to our target, this ship still looks very big. Okay, so this ship is still appearing very big. So what we can now do is select the ship, and instead of 0.1, let us make it 0.05, 0.05y and 0.05 z. Okay, so we have scaled it down further with reference to our image, and afterwards come back to this water advanced, switch it on and see it. So this is fine, but we want this ship to be moving from left to right. Okay, so we have to rotate this ship. Now select this ship here, and with the shift selected, select the rotate tool, and here along the y axis rotate it by 90 degree. So you can now see that the ship is in the horizontal view. So after this, so putting all these things, see that it is at 0, 1, 0 position, and then go to file and choose save. Now let us test this entire scene. Okay, now to test it, let us play this game. So once we play this, we should be able to see the webcam. Now with the webcam visible, I'll take the webcam and focus on the print. So first we have the sun image. So I'll focus on sun. So you can see the sun appearing with the smoke. Okay. So let us turn the page and change it to the house image. So you can see the house appearing when we see the house image. Okay. So now let us turn towards the ship, and you can see the water and also the ship moving. So we can see this. So this is working fine. But now only thing is, the ship that we are seeing here is stagnant. It is standing at one position. We want the ship to move from left to right, or from we want to animate this ship. We are going to do it with a script. Let us see how it is done. So stop the playback. So now to move this, now let us to animate it, let us come here to the assets folder, and in the assets folder right click and choose create new folder. Let us create a new folder and name this folder as script, script, script. Okay, double click script folder, and here right click, choose create, and you create a new C# script. And this C# script, let us name this as move, M-O-V-E, move, again S capital, S-C-R-I-P-T, move script. So we have named this as move script. So when I select this move script, once it is compiled, you can see the preview of the script in the inspector window. Now we want to edit this script. So in the last class itself, it is already mentioned. If you come to edit, preferences, and in externals tool, we have set the external script editor to Visual Studio. Okay, so because it is set to Visual Studio, now if I double click this, this will open in Visual Studio. Now this is the script, and here you have two options here. One is start and another is update. So before we write the script, let us come back here to Unity, and what we want right now to do is, we have the ship here, select the ship, okay, and select the move tool here, and you can see here this is the ship, and the ship we want it to move in this direction. This is the direction we want the ship to move. So when we can see this, you can see where the value is changing. The position value is changing in the X. You can see here. So in the X, you can see the position value is changing. So we want this ship to move along the X axis. So to move it along the X axis, so what we are now going to do is, let us come to this water for advanced, switch it off, then select this ship and place it. One second, go to edit, I will undo it. Now select this shape and just drag it to the left, so that it is on the left side of our target image, and we want this to move to right now. Okay, now come back to this water for advanced and switch it on. Now let us come back to script, and in the script we are going to use the function void update, because if we write it in void start, this command will be executed when the program starts. But when you write it in update, every frame when the game is playing, this script will be executed. and the thing that we want to execute it, we have to move it. So to move any object in Unity, the script or the component that we are going to use, you already know here. If you come to Unity, we are going to move something using transform. So coming back to the script now, we are going to type transform, and in this type T as small letter. So you have to choose transform, select transform, and after selecting transform, put a period. And when you put a period, it gives you lot of functions here, and here you have a function called translate. Select this function, translate. Translate means it is going to move a particular object using the vector values. So for this translate, we have to give two values. Okay, click open bracket and close bracket, and in between this open and close bracket, if you bring the mouse here, you can see here the translate needs two values. One value, that is the vector value of the way in which direction the object has to move, and the second is the speed at which it has to move. So we are going to add two values here. So here the first value we have to add is the that is, we call this as in which direction it has to move, and direction is represented in script as vector 3. So here in new transform.translate, we are going to type now new, add new, and after new space, we are going to call the function v capital vector 3. You have here vector 3. Choose vector 3, and for vector 3, we have to give three parameters. In open and close bracket, in between the brackets, the first parameter that we are going to give is the x parameter. In x, we want it to move by, say for example, 2 units. Then put a comma, then type the next number. This is the y. In y, I type 0 because I don't want any movement, then comma, then we will write again z 0 because we don't want any movement, and then the bracket is closed. Okay, this is the new vector 3. And after this, next we have to determine what is the speed at which it has to move. Otherwise, this will be moving at 32 frames per second, and every frame 2 unit it runs, and it will run at the speed of the sound. So to make it run frame wise, we have to multiply this, that is into, add the star, that is shift plus 8, then space, then now type time, and after time period, and choose delta time. And after this, now come to the end of the line and add a colon. So now this is the command we have to type: transform.translate new vector 200 xyz values into time delta time. Now go to file and choose save all. So we will save the script. Now come back to Unity. So now the script is ready, but to execute it, we have to attach the script to any of our game object. And the game object that we are going to attach is the ship. So drag the script and attach to the ship object. So once you attach to the ship object, here you can see movie script is attached. Once you come to window, or here come to console window and see, you have only info button. There are no errors here. Click clear. There are no errors. So now come to file and choose save to save this. And now let us execute and test the game. So now click the play button. Okay, the game is getting executed. Now take your camera and place it over the ship. So as soon as I place it over the ship, okay, we're moving away very fast. So that's why the ship is getting animated very fast, and also it is moving in the wrong direction. If you turn the camera all around, and you can see somewhere the ship has got lost. See, the entire ship has got lost. One problem is it is running in the wrong direction. The ship is running in the wrong direction and it is moving. And second thing is, this is actually moving very fast. So to set this out, stop the playback, and first thing what we shall do is select this shape. Okay, select this shape, and it is set, the scale is set to 0.05. Let us reduce this scale further. So let us reduce it by, say I will make this size 0.02, and I will reduce the size to 0.02 so that the ship is more clearly visible. Okay, the second thing that will be done is, now coming back to script here, instead of 200, let us make this 000, and now change the value in the Z, and in Z2 is moving, it is very fast. So what we shall do is type 1 here. Okay, so we will reduce the speed to 1, click save all. Now come back to the game over here. Now press the play button. So once I click the play button, and now if I hold it over the shape, one second. So you can see the, one second. See, it is going away. You can see that the ship is moving away, far away. So the thing here is, it is moving, it is starting, its starting position is wrong. So what we shall do is stop the playback again. Now in the ship, what we shall do is, let us drag this, one second, click edit, undo. Now select the shape and drag this ship little to the left of your screen like this. Okay, let us drag it to the left of the screen like this. Now go to file, choose save, and then press the play button. Okay, so once we click the play button now, okay, so you can see now the ship is moving, but it is moving away very fast. You can see the ship is moving away very fast. So what we shall now do is come back to the script and change the speed from 1 to, say for example, 0.3f. So whenever you are adding a decimal place, remember to add f, because this is a floating number. So we have decreased the speed to 0.3f. Now go to file and choose save all. Now come to the game here, and in the game let us move it further to the left here. Okay, so let it be to the further. There is an axis mismatch here. Here it is showing it as x, but actually in the script it is recognizing it as z, because this is in global and I think the axis is set to local there. So this, see here, you can see the axis, this you have global and local. Okay, so let us set the axis here to global. Okay, setting the axis to global, then okay, now go to file, choose save, and now let us execute and see the game. So let us now execute the game, and one second. So now you can see the ship moving from the left hand of the screen to the right hand of the screen. So it is slowly getting animated from left to right. So we have successfully created this animation. So let us stop the game. So this is running now fine. So with this, now go to file and choose save to save this project.